Well, hello my friends. We are looking for a hobbit here so as to go to Mount Doom and destroy the Ring of Power. It is where it was forged, at Mount Doom. Well, believe it or not, this nonsense is pretty close to reality because we are dealing with this nonsense. And if you can look at our Kabbalah here, our tree, you will find Sauron. But more importantly, what we need to do is destroy the Ring of Power, okay? Which is the ring that is controlling us all, believe it or not, all right? And all the attributes of the God you know came from this, all right? So God has no beginning, no end. All right, that's one of his attributes. He is also radiant. He's a radiant God. And what do we find in a circle? A radiant. And you'll probably say, well, that doesn't spell the same thing. It doesn't mean the same thing. Well, when you're dealing with witchcraft, it doesn't have to mean the same thing or sound or be written the same way if it sounds the same way, okay? And you can remix your messages through different words and the numbers associated with them. That is what's the magic, all right? So you have to do your mental gymnastics and understand that radiant is also radiant, okay? Does it sound the same? Then it is the same. That's a duality, okay? And you'll also find inside of this an ark. And the Ark of the Covenant is one of the most instrumental symbols of faith and of God's presence. No kidding. All right, there you go. Because he is what? The circle. All right? He is your one and only God, and that is attributed to the fact that a circle, all right, has only one surface. And lo and behold, when we go into the witchcraft here, okay, we will find that the first letter of the alphabet, which is Aleph, is also the first letter of the alphabet, is also associated to 1. And you can see the value 1 here is also associated to God, Creator, First, Strength, Leader, Lord, King, and Sovereign. So all this nonsense that gave this nonsense its power, and which you have to bring to Mount Doom, okay, because Sauron here, all right, is controlling humanity with a circle. Now let's go to Genesis, all right, where we have the beginning was all started, and we will see that the creation of heaven and earth was created by circles. So we go to the seed of life. You will find this inside of sacred geometry, but once you start from here, you will go to the flower of life. And then inside of the flower of life, well, you can see a cube, but that's not important for now. But that looks like a garden. There's a lot of flowers. And what do we have here? Well, inside the garden, we have a tree, all right? And remember inside of Genesis, what was there? There was a tree inside of a garden. And inside that tree, there was a missing fruit. And these are sephirots. They're also considered the fruits of the tree. Isn't that odd? No, it's not odd. It's a duality. That's why it comes from the word Bible says Bible. Bi means duo. And B-L-E, Bible, means tendency, duality tendency. And what do we have here? A serpent. Where is the serpent? Inside the tree. And what's missing inside the tree? A fruit. Well, you see, the coincidences keep on happening. And on here, we have Beth and we have Aleph. Aleph is attributed to the male, to strength, which is the male attributes. And Beth is attributed to the women, to house and the feminine attributes. To womb, all right? So this is man and woman, all right? So there you go. So you have the tree and you have the man and the woman, and you have all this symbolism. But I went through this before, and what's important is that the third Sephiroth here, when you have the 3 and a 3, that means magic. So, and you'll find inside here through tarot on the top the magician, and the magician can only do one thing, is to trick people. And if you fall under his spells, all right, because This was used in creating the 22 letters of the Hebrew alphabet, because there are 22 paths here. And somebody went to the trouble of trying to fit, and they probably succeeded, all the Hebrew letters of the alphabet inside the symbol of magic. This may be the Star of David to some, but it's also the symbol of magic. 33 equals magic. So the alphabet is also your first letter of the alphabet and the second letter of the alphabet. Therefore, you will find a lot of 12 inside of the religions. Like you have your 12 apostles, your 12 tribes of Israel, and your 12 imams inside of Islam. All right, then you have your 12 months and your 12 hours of the day. So all attributed to Aleph Beth. All right, this sort of works together in an occult kind of way. But our ox here has another hidden meaning, which is O and X inside of our alphabet is the 15th letter, and the X is the 24th. And if you reduce them, 1 plus 5 and 2 plus 4 equals 66. And you have your 2 cubes that you find inside of the tree of the Kabbalah. There's a 3-dimensional cube on top here and a 3-dimensional cube down there. So we are dealing with a lot of magic here, okay? This all started with this nonsense, which is the first letter of the alphabet, the Hebrew alphabet, and the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It's the Aleph Tav, and if you look at it sideways and in every which way, you will find out that this is God and this is a cross, all right? So the story being that he was crucified and he resurrected after 3 days, 3 nights. You can see he's the cross, and he is also the door to heaven, which you can see door here. So this was the inspiration and the template in creating the biblical stories. And if you listen to how the word gospel is said, you can also say go spell. So if you understand duality, you will see and you will understand some of the hidden meaning and where it comes from. So right now we did our 9/11. That was a few years back. So let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This fruit doesn't count, so we go to 11. So that's 9/11. Now you can see probably all over the place your rainbow flag, and that's not a coincidence, okay? This is sort of the template in the direction that they're going, and there's a little duality here. I've already explained it before. This is the top of the tree, and the top of the tree is called the crown of the tree, and what do you have here? You have a crown. And we did the vaccination thing, and if you look up in gematria vaccination, you will find that it equals 666, and the word corona also equals 666. Those are not coincidences. Those are people still practicing, and the World Economic Forum you will find in the O of world and forum and economic, the 666. So the Kabbalists are alive and well and still practicing their little magic tricks, and what you have to do is bring the ring of power to Mount Doom and destroy it. Yeah, that's right. You got to get rid of, you know who this is. So once you get rid of him, you will probably save Middle Earth. So do your best. You have to go to Mount Doom, all right? Or not, this guy is get the better of you.